Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today. A perfect 72 degrees out. We're playing WCW versus nWo World Tour on the Nintendo 64. WCW versus nWo World Tour. I definitely know all of the history of these groups. I definitely know so much about what I'm getting into here. Got a green tea with me, green tea with jasmine. Let me take a sip real quick. Delightful. What a delightful tea. How y'all doing today? Hope you're doing okay. Hope things are going well for you out there in this weary world. Marcus, thank you for the $2. Lim was robbed. Please see info and support. Oh, geez. Yeah, check out support. Is there like a link to help Lim out? That sucks. Very sorry to hear that. Wasn't really a WCW kid. I did have this game. How is it? How is the game? The reason I'm a little bit behind. The stream started a little bit late. It actually started at the right time, but I showed up a little late. And the reason for this is my cartridge isn't working. I haven't been able to get it to work. I kept cleaning the pins and stuff, but simply haven't been able to get it to work. I'm going to try live getting this cartridge to work, but I do have a backup in case it doesn't, because I do have an EverDrive. And I can simply play the ROM off of that if I can't get this card to work. So we are going to be playing WCW, but I want to be transparent about what's going on. I'm going to try to get this this ding-dang cartridge working, but if I can't, we'll be playing it off the EverDrive instead. Alright, let me give that a shot. It's good. Same people who did No Mercy in WrestleMania 2000. But these WCW games are older. I see. Well, I'm looking forward to checking it out. Now that we've finished the WWF games. Show up to PayPal link, GoFundMe, and Cash App link. Showed pics of the damage to the house. Thief took laptop and 3DS as well as food, clothes, etc. Man, that sucks a whole lot. Goodness gracious. Well, yeah, anyone who's on the Video Game Valley Discord, check out the support section. If you have a few bucks you can spare. Lim's been through a lot, and that is terrible. Very sorry to hear that. Nope. I'm gonna try the pins one last time. The pins honestly look fine. The pins don't look bad. I think there's something else going on. Yeah, it's probably not going to work. We're probably going to have to run it off the EverDrive. That's alright. That's what I got the EverDrive for. Oh. No. Nothing. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the EverDrive. Alright. This'll fix in a second. This is a RetroTink thing. Sometimes when the signal comes on, the RetroTink is too hot for a second. Alright, rounds. Oh, no, go back. Yeah, card's not working. We'll just load it off the EverDrive. That's fine. No problem. No problem whatsoever. The pins look totally fine, so I think the cartridge is just... The cartridge might be busted. I'm gonna open it up, check it out later. Whoa. My goodness gracious. No WCW versus nWo. Note found. This game requires a 3-page game note. Make new note for controller pack? Yeah, why not? I do not want the wrong pack now. Difficulty easy. Spirit meter. Is this for summons? Is this to summon things? Realism. Oh my god, what is realism? What is the realism option? I gotta look this up. WCW versus nWo World Tour. Realism. Alright, I guess I want to turn it off. I'm finding so many different answers online as to what realism means. I'm just gonna look up the manual. Let's see. Options. If on, wrestlers will show signs of injury as the match progresses. Okay, we could keep that on. Realism is on. Alright. Also, to answer a question from chat. Yeah, I think literally it's possible every animator in the world is aware of the Adobe thing. For anyone who doesn't know, There's this program that Adobe makes. It's called Adobe Animate. Yeah, of course I've heard about this. Are you kidding me? I heard about it the second it happened. I got the same email everyone else got from the cowardly Adobe. There's this program called Animate. It used to be called Flash. Not to be confused with the web format Flash. This was the program by Macromedia that originally went along with that, but it is a vector drawing and animation program. It also does HTML5 scripting and a bunch of other stuff. It has a lot of functionalities that are unique to Adobe Animate. There are a lot of animation software out there. There's a lot of software that people use in various industries, but Animate has functionality that no other program does. There is simply, and I do mean this genuinely, no replacement for Adobe Animate. There's a lot of people who are passing around lists of like, oh, here's some other programs that you can use, but it is not helpful. You do not know what you're talking about. There are things Adobe Animate does that no other program does. Anyway, this program has been around for decades. And Adobe has announced a couple of things. One, they've announced that as of literally next month, they're going to stop distributing it to new customers. And a year from now, you will not be able to open up your copy of Adobe Animate. They are going to be remotely disabling it. You will never be able to open your past projects again. You will not be... I've got like 20 plus years of projects, of project files and stuff. Oh, can't open them anymore, sorry. Adobe is gonna prevent them from being opened. So yeah, they're not just like ending support or whatever. They're like, hey, even if you're still paying us, this is it's gonna be closed down. You're not gonna be able to open your docs anymore. It is an absurd decision. I need you to understand exactly like how many people use Adobe Animate, because, you know, this is obviously, it's not necessarily like, it's not like Photoshop or something where it's used broadly across many industries. But I would say in independent animation, like, you probably have a 50-50 chance of someone using Adobe Animate to animate. Like, it's that popular, like, and not just in independent animation, but in television animation, like My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic used it. The animated Star Trek show Lower Decks, that uses Animate. There's so many different like television animation programs that uses Adobe Animate somewhere in its pipeline. In fact, there are many people out there right now at this very moment who are in school for animation, who are learning Adobe Animate right now, who are in a course that is teaching Adobe Animate. Because it really is like a unique piece of software. There's really nothing else quite like it. And it is widely used in the industry, widely used in independent animation. And yeah, they've just decided that not only are they ending support, but yep, you just won't be able to open up your documents anymore. You won't be able to open up your documents. But don't worry, they have stated that they are doing this so that they can focus more heavily on their AI efforts. WCW versus nWo. Anyway, yeah, a lot of people freaking out about this for a good reason. Like, David Firth was like, yeah, Salad Figures is still made in Adobe Animate. Like, yeah, of course it is. So much animation. I use Adobe Animate for all of my character art. Like, I don't animate in Adobe Animate, but I do all of my character art in Adobe Animate because there is no other software that that allows you to draw in the specific way that Adobe Animate does. Like, there's a lot of so Adobe Animate is a vector program. Vector is different than raster. What vector means is with like raster art, you're drawing in pixels. With vector art, you're drawing in shapes. That's the main difference. There is plenty of vector art programs out there. There's a lot of them, but none of them work like Adobe Animate. When you draw like a vector line in many of these other programs, what you're actually what you're drawing is a line. You're drawing various lines with various line points and stuff, whereas in Adobe Animate, you are drawing shapes, and those shapes can be modified and edited as if it's raster art, but it's still vector art. It's still vectors, even though the way that you draw, the way that you can modify it is very raster-like. And so it's just a unique program. There are simply no other programs like it. It's just getting out of here. It's just going away. Malthazar, thank you for the $5. You should watch a video by James Lee called How I Broke Up with Adobe, How I Transitioned Away from Adobe as an Animator. I do not want any suggestions in terms of, like, it is not helpful. Sorry. Anyone who's gonna, like, offer any kind of suggestions for how to transition away from these programs or whatever, not what I want right now. None of that is going to help me, and here's the reason why. I've been working in Adobe Animate for 20 plus years. I have 20 plus years of documents within the program, and I have a lot of ongoing series, a lot of stuff that I go back to at various times, and none of this stuff can be brought into other programs. Like, none of these documents can be opened in other programs. Like, when I brought back the Amoeba video recently, like, I could open up my Amoeba files from 12 years ago and clean up the art a little bit in Adobe Animate and re-export it at a higher resolution. For Shadowstone Park, I have, something like dozens of different project files within Adobe Animate. All of that stuff, like, when I transitioned to 4K, all I had to do was, clean it up a bit, re-export it from that program. And I do have many, many series like this. There are no good solutions for this outside of downloading a cracked version of Adobe Animate and continuing to use that. Like, that's really the only option. So, any suggestions at all for other programs, not helpful. But I will be I will be downloading a cracked version to be able to open up my old documents and stuff. Because I mean, there's plenty of other programs I can make art in. Like that's not. None of them work like Adobe Animate does, but you know, you could adapt and open that, you know, or work in another program. I have done art in other programs. I don't animate in Animate. I animate in After Effects. Like, none of that's an issue. But again, 20 plus years of documents you're not going to be able to open. Like, we're talking about like thousands of hours worth of work that if I want to go back to, Free Redmond, thank you for the $5. My all-time favorite wrestling match is the legendary Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan, the most unbelievable match by two invisible wrestlers. Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan. I have no idea what that is, but I will. That sounds pretty good. Robert sent me a match of that involved the light of God. So really, any kind of goofy match, I'd probably be into. Anyway, Malfazar, I do not want to hear it right now. I simply do not. I am, as you might imagine, in a bit of a grumpy mood about this. I am pretty grumped up about the Adobe situation. Like, it is genuinely a problem. An actual problem for not just me, but for a tremendous amount of animators out there. And I feel like many of the suggestions that I've seen have been not only like not helpful, but annoying to listen to. and I can feel myself every time I see one of these suggestions like getting grumpier and grumpier. And I don't like that feeling, and I don't like lashing out at people, and I'm totally gonna do it right now, so just a warning. WCW. Should I be WCW or New World Order? Oh no, wait. Which one of these are better? I don't know who's in either of these groups. People in and out of the industry, at least making their voices heard to Adobe. Oh yeah, I mean, people are yelling at Adobe plenty, but that's nothing new. nWo has Hulk Hogan. nWo is the cool group. It's the cool group. I'll play both of them. I'll start with WCW, then we'll do 5 per team. What the heck? All right, we got Lex Luger, Sting, Giant, Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner, Ric Flair, Ultimo Dragon, Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio Jr., Chris Benoit, Steven Regal. Alright, nWo were heels, but they were cool guys. Cool guy heels, got it. I'll start with Ultimo Dragon. Oh, I have to pick 5 of them. I'll go with Spider-Man. Sting. Probably not this guy. Lex Luger, why not? Edit. Dean versus the Hulk Hogan. Wait, why is Sting over here too? Buff Bagwell. Eric Bischoff. 6. Scott Hall. Kevin Nash. Scott Norton. Alright. We'll add Hulk. Sting as well, why not? Playing both sides. This guy looks like he's got a dog collar, so I'll add him. Life has informed me one of these men did a murder-suicide with his family. Yeah, that's the one I'm skipping. 6. I don't know. Scott, maybe. I don't know any of these are. Alright, Ultimo Dragon versus Hulk Hogan. Doing a quick Epstein files check before I pick a wrestler in this game. Have there been many wrestlers who showed up in those files? I suppose I wouldn't. I'd be surprised. They don't really seem like very few of them seem like they're at the level of wealth. Hogan is just a racist, not an Epstein Files kind of guy. Thank God. Some wacky music for a wrestling match. Got him. Ultimo Dragon still wrestling. Nice. Hogan killed the Wrestlers Union by spying on them. Yeah, I brought that up a few times when I play these games. Hulk Hogan not a friend to the worker. Hogan's got some problems. I mean, he's dead now, but so he has other problems. In life, he had problems. Wait. I thought I'd figured out pinning, but maybe not. What was that movie Hogan was in? Where he was like, was he a nanny? Anyone know what I'm talking about? He was in a movie where he was like a nanny or something. Mr. Nanny, that was. I know I saw Mr. Nanny. I know that this is a movie I've watched. Oh, there he is. But I can't remember anything about the movie. I'm sure it wasn't good. Was he in any other movies? Like, there wasn't like a cameo or something. Suburban Commando. I did not see that one. Santa with Muscles. Also, let's see that. No Holds Barred. Well, he was in a bunch of movies. Interesting. How many wrestlers have actually like made successful movie careers? Like, that sounds like enough movies that I would consider that a successful movie career, even if they weren't good movies. Like, that's a lot of movies that he was in. I think, like, of course there's The Rock, who's like just basically a movie star now. Like, he's way more of a movie star than he is a wrestler. Jesse Ventura, Dave Bautista, Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper. I forgot about Roddy Piper, but yeah, he's in one of my favorite movies. Roddy Piper. Hey, that is so good. It is. That movie is so good. What an extraordinary film. Is it Mr. T a wrestler? Was he? I mean, that would make sense. Kevin Nash. Yeah, so a good number of them, huh? Mr. T wasn't a wrestler, okay. Not a wrestler, Mr. T. Malphazar, if you're still watching, I apologize for timing you out. I was very grumpy, and I took it out on you. my apologies. I imagine you're gone at this point, but if you're still here, I do apologize. I've really been in a rough mood over this Adobe stuff, just filled with annoyance. Used my moderation powers for evil. Jason's angry. I am angry. Yeah, you're right. I don't look now, I'm still around. If I had faced such an injustice, I probably would have left the stream. I would have been, I'm not going to deal with this.
Two count.
Am I holding him down by his butt? Bomber Guy's next video is about Adobe. Put some of it out on Patreon in December. Oh, interesting.
Two count.
Anyway, Malphazar's sent a $2 super chat that I timed him out for. Just saying we should all still watch the video. I'm not going to. I'm not in the mood. If anyone else wants to watch it, Jamie Lee Knox, How I Broke Up with Adobe. Oh my god, get off me. Makes you feel any better? Adobe stock has been on a pretty steep decline. It doesn't make me feel better. I don't want Adobe to go under. I got so many ding-dang project files.
One, two, three. Three count fall.
You know what's absurd about this whole situation? Like, I feel like Adobe could have easily made this a like a PR win. I feel like they kind of desperately need good PR. Does anyone like Adobe? Every time I ever hear Adobe brought up, it's by people like talking about how they're sick of the company and trying to move away from it. Nobody really likes Adobe. But all they really needed to do, if they're planning on... Okay, so they've decided they don't want to invest in Adobe Animate anymore, and they're going to get rid of it. All right. Yeah, fine. What? Sure. I don't think Adobe is necessarily under any obligation to continue developing software that's not profitable for them. Whatever. But all they would have to do is like, all right, we're not going to make this anymore. Here's an unlocked version you can just use permanently. We're not going to support it. It's just there you go. This final version is just what it is. Put it up for free. We've abandoned this software. It's now abandonedware. You can anyone can download it. Like, yeah, it would suck that they stopped developing it, but everyone would be like, hey, maybe, hey, this is a cool move by Adobe. And what would this cost them? It wouldn't cost them anything. It would only be benefit to Adobe. Instead, they're like, hey, you know all your project files? Hey, in a year, we're going to make it so you can't open them anymore. On your own computer. You won't be able to open your animate projects. Sorry. We're going to remotely disable them. Why? Should buy a one-time unlock forever fee then. See, I'm just imagining them abandoning it and putting it up for free because that, you know, they don't have to support it. They don't have any like legal liability. It is simply out of their hands. But if they did just offer like a you know, one-time fee to own it forever because it's being gotten rid of, like I would still pay that. I would pay an extra fee on top of my subscription service to get this software that I'm supposed to already have. I would still do that. That wouldn't be a PR win. Requires more effort to disable it. It does require more effort to disable it, yeah. I just don't understand what they're... like, why they're acting like this. Here's the thing. I have complicated feelings about the Adobe subscription. I think I'm maybe like one of the only people on the entire planet who has never thought it was a bad deal. And the reason why is, like, I grew up where, like, these programs were so wildly expensive. To get, like, the entire Adobe Master Suite, it's thousands and thousands of dollars. It was like... $5,000 or something. It was some absurd amount of money to get these programs, and then every year there would be an update, and those updates would also be wildly expensive. And so they started this subscription service where you're paying like $50 a month or something, and you're getting all of the software. You know, it ends up being like $600 a year, which was less than the cost of just the updates before, let alone the many thousands of dollars you would have to pay as an initial cost to get access to the software. And so, like, them offering it up at $50 a month, like, again, this is software for professionals in a professional industry. This is like not meant for the average like consumer. This is like professional software, and the price that they lowered it to was enough that a number of freelancers were able to afford it for the first time. Now, the negatives with a subscription are the fact that, you know, you don't own the software. You don't own the software. You only have access to it while you're paying. I don't understand why Adobe would add an extra negative onto this. Which is the software you're paying for. Not only do you not own it, but we're just gonna make it not work for you. Not only do you not own it, we're gonna make it so that it no longer works. We're gonna intentionally break it for you. Absurd.
1, 2, 2 count.
2 count. Yeah. Just to give you like an idea of just cost stuff. You know, the Adobe software. It's like I think what I'm actually paying for it is I think I'm paying $35 a month for the entire Adobe suite because Adobe regularly runs promotions where like if you're no longer on a year obligation, they'll give you an offer. If you agree to stay with us for another year, we'll lower the cost of the software. So I think I'm currently paying $35 a month. I legitimately have plugins for Adobe After Effects that, like individual plugins, that cost me more a month than the entire Adobe suite. I have individual plugins that cost me more than the Adobe suite. The Adobe suite gives me like 30-something different programs.
1, 2, 3. 3 count fall.
There's this program, Scenerist BD. It's for Blu-ray authoring. It's for Blu-ray authoring. They've recently offered a subscription service. And the subscription service costs you, for this one program, to author Blu-rays. The cost starts at $250 a month. $250 a month for this one program to author Blu-rays. You have to pay monthly for plugins. Is that how plugins work now? Yeah, that's how a lot of most software is working now. A month. Yeah, I mean it's better than the $30,000 you would have to pay to buy the software outright. It was $30,000 if you want to just buy it. So, like, I have genuinely always thought that the, like, Adobe subscription price is fine. For what you're getting, it's fine. I don't like subscription stuff. But in the realm of professional software, the cost of it was just not that high.
One, two.
I think the only thing that I like legitimately thought was bad about this system is that they removed the ability to simply buy a perpetual license for a version. Because that would solve this issue right here if they're not going to continue supporting the software, just letting you continue to use it as long as it'll run on your computer. Like, that's what I'm going to be doing anyway, by pirating it. After the one I'm paying for stops working. Oh. Alright, well, we're halfway through the stream. Alright, we got one birthday to celebrate today. One birthday. It is Helix's birthday. Happy birthday, Helix. Let's see what the machine's got to say to Helix. Oh. So sorry about all that. Date has been calculated. Let's fill out your birth fate card. What is your luck number for the year? Could be one of an assortment of numbers. 960. How about your letter? Interesting. Yeah, I like it. How's the weather? Sharks under a hot sun. Any of this hatch an egg? No. Hey, wait. Maybe not. Sip it up. Sip it. Got a joke. Birthday machine has written a joke just for you, Helix. Here is your joke. Knock. Knock. Who's there? Red Spider. Red Spider who? Red Spider, the wind that consumes other wind, and the end of an era of suffering. Ah. Birthday machine has looked to the stars, determined that your friend constellation is the Silly Astrologer. Enemy star, new Hyperion, number 4299. Has there been a cosmic event? Let's look at the data. Let's look at the charts. No. Gather round, everyone. It's time to sing. To whom? Helix, of course. Join me if you can. Time for day, birth of Helix. Birthday sneaks up on Helix. An angel among us. Wait, who are you, Helix? Happy birthday, my Helix. Please be careful, my Helix. We don't trust the angels. The snake won't forget. Certainly won't. Finally, we have a one-of-a-kind work of art created by the machine just for you, Helix. Here it is, your one-of-a-kind work of art. My goodness, look at all that. What the heck? Happy birthday, Helix. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And many more. All right, back to this magical world. Of fighting. My birthday is this Saturday. Robert's birthday is this Saturday. Many Saturdays, in fact. But this one also. Hey. Dang it. Dang it. I assume Adobe is doing this in some kind of misguided attempt to push AI. I mean, they have said that. So yeah, you know, you're right. I think that's a small part of it, but I think that there's like there's a thing that happens with a lot of companies where like stop it. They look at where they're making their money. And they only really look at the numbers. They don't really look at how those numbers might be interconnected. I think this is a very bad business decision by Adobe.
1, 2.
Because Adobe Animate is one of those pieces of software that like is unique enough that even though I don't think it's like
2 count.
software that a ton of people are like coming to Adobe for, I think most people who do use it are like putting up with other Adobe stuff specifically because Animate is so invaluable. So like while it might not be like a big seller, I do think like it's an important piece of glue for their company that they're just getting rid of. And I do think other stuff is going to fall apart because of it. Stop it. Just gotta hold this guy for a while.
One, two, three. 3 count fall.
Yeah, dragon wins. Alright, we're going up against Scott. I'm sure Adobe has some other product they intend to use to replace Animate. That's the thing, they don't. They had some products they recommended that they make that are not actually replacements. Yeah, I go, you try After Effects. Try Character Animator. Do they even still support Character? I think they got rid of that too. The idea that they're like working on some new animation software is simply not how modern Adobe works. One more thing to worry about. Time to go back to Windows Movie Maker and MS Paint for animation. Time to go back to 3D Movie Maker. 1. It's 3D Movie Maker. It was a Windows software for creating these 3D scenes using assets within the program.
2 count.
It had a bit of a renaissance like 10 years ago, I think, where there was all of a sudden some channels doing a bunch of 3D Movie Maker movies. It's a very old piece of software, but it has a quality to it. It makes it. I have no idea. We're talking about software that's like 20 years old or something.
3.
It's not current software. Hit a meme cycle. Yeah, hit a meme cycle. You know, I want to hit a meme cycle
2, 3. 3 count fall.
at Felix the Cat animation software. Is it pre, after? I think you misunderstand what this is. This is closer to Mario Paint. This was not professional software. WCW wins. Let me show you a, 1 second. This was a 3D movie maker. It's from 1995. Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise. Quality stuff. Yeah, it was all. It was all stuff like this. It was all stuff like that. Oh, they're all chaotic and involve cars. Cars are easy to animate. I guess we'll play Play nWo this time. Sting, Giant, Ric Flair, Rick Steiner, all the Ricks. Eddie. Get over here. Anyone here watch the wrestling match that happened in the Mega 64 room? everyone here watch that? I was watching the stream live when that happened. It's pretty good. My package yet? Oh, I haven't been to the PO box. I'll be going to the PO box tomorrow, I think, so I'll let you know. Missed that. Yeah, it was pretty good. I might show a clip of that. It was a very funny thing to have happen.
One, two.
Should have written a letter to Rocco while he was in the room. It's possible it wouldn't have arrived in time, but maybe I'll send if they do the room stream next year, I'll send a package over. I can put send him a copy of the table.
One, two, three. One, two count.
Dang it, 2 count.
One, two, three. 3 count fall.
Yeah. Let's see. to show a clip, but I forgot about the TTS. There's a lot of stream inappropriate language that happens, but I'll show you just a couple of little sections. So for context, Mega 64, it's a skit comedy group. They had this stream they did where one of their members is like in this room for a week and a half, having to listen to the absolute most annoying video clips and songs and stuff that the chat's sending in, just 24 hours a day. But there would be a lot of guests and stuff that would come in throughout the week, and at some point these two wrestlers come in. One of them is one of the Mega 64 guys. But they just came into this small room and start this match.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. We're ready, Strife. I'm ready. All right, ring that bell. Come on. Ooh, come on. Yeah? Huh? Big dog? Talk big game? Come here.
That's Rocco in the back there.
All right.
Looks like we have Strife and Rebel Storm locked
And it
up
was
in
a
the
really
middle of
good-
the B room. A lot of on the line here. The Christmas cast belt is on the line, and it
was a
looks
really
like
good match.
Rocco is enthralled by the match here. Strife taking an early control of the situation here.
Rocco
locking
looks
up
so uncomfortable.
Rebel Storm
Yeah.
from behind. Rebel Storm trying to get a hold here on Strife. Reverses it into a headlock.
I'm good.
Look at the level of twerk that Rebel Storm is putting on the neck of Strife. Strife has been hosting workout sessions inside and outside of the room all week. He's very sore. Rebel Storm is coming in fresh as a daisy here. And ooh, now we got bubbles in the room as well. You know, that's going to add a slippery factor to the match here. These guys are going to be slipping and sliding. You know, you step on one of those bubbles, it pops underneath your foot. Next thing you know, you're on your back, and that could be game over when you're fighting and wrestling for the Christmas cast belt. Look at Strife here getting Rebel Storm in an arm lock behind his back, forcing Rebel Storm down. But look at the spry agility of Rebel Storm maneuvering.
Yeah, what you say, Strife?
Now he's behind Strife here, and Hal Nelson again. Rebel Storm targeting the shoulder and the neck of Strife. He's really putting pressure on the upper body there. I'm going to say it looks like at this point Rebel Storm is taking an early advantage here in the match, but you can't.
Yeah, this goes on for like a half hour. It's like a half hour match. There's so much like bonkers stuff that happens during it. Let me.
Storm is being waterboarded.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the waterboarding.
Oh, it looks like Goofy's getting in on the commentary as well. Oh my goodness, he's water. Somebody called Guantanamo Bay. Strife is being waterboarded like a domestic terrorist in the clutches of an abusive, tyrannical government under President Rebel Storm.
Come here.
Uh-oh. Telephone call.
Ooh, wrong number.
Anyway, it was a great bit. the whole match extremely funny. And it does go on for like 20 minutes, and there's so many great like individual moments throughout the match. The ref gets knocked out at one point, and Rocco has to get the ref's shirt off so that Rocco could be the ref, so that someone could be so that someone can be counted out. It's a lot of good stuff. The whole week was excellent. It was a great live stream, and Rocco had like no idea who was going to be coming in at whatever point, and there were some pretty funny surprises. He did unfortunately get sick by the end of it, though. He caught the flu or something. So his final day was pretty miserable. People were he was trying to sleep. People were still blasting stuff. I was like, man, the guy's got the flu. Give him a break. Nope. It's a little space they had to work with, impressive how creative they got. Yeah. It was very creative. Staying awake for a week and a half straight. No, he didn't stay awake. He was constantly woken up. But he wasn't like staying awake the whole time.
Rope. Rope.
Rope. Anyway, I firmly believe wrestling should be as wacky as possible. Time for us to become wrestlers, James. I had never been into wrestling when I was a kid. I just thought that I wouldn't be into it, but I think I would have. And I think there's like a particular style of wrestling where it is very theatrical, and I think I am into. Get out.
One, two.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that right there. Oh my god. It's like yaoi combat, except more erotic. Yeah, everything I've seen from like the is it the Attitude Era? Is that when all the wackiest stuff was happening? What was the era that had the Light of God bit and the vampires and all of that stuff?
One, two, three. 3 count fall.
Attitude Era. Yeah. All of that stuff I think is phenomenal. I think all that everything I've seen of that stuff genuinely seems spectacular. I know there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that wasn't great. As a business, it seems like it was pretty exploitative. As a theatrical performance, it seems top tier. And I really think whatever they're doing now, they could probably benefit from a little more silliness. Right after the Attitude Era, it got a little goofier and more PG. Dang it. Really getting donked up. I don't know what I'm doing. Dang it. Dang. Modern era, heavy wrestler personas. Everyone's kind of got the same personality, huh?
One.
Like, I think it should be a guy who's very clearly a werewolf. Nobody ever brings it up directly, but it's absolutely a werewolf. Mae West, giving birth to a giant hand. Mae West. All right, boys, get a load of this. It's the idea of Mae West. I think Mae West would fit into WWF stuff.
2, 3.
Yeah, I mean,
One.
cowboy. How tall are you without your horse?
Well, ma'am, I'm 6 feet 7 inches.
Well, never mind about the 6 feet. Let's talk about the 7 inches.
I think Mae West could have been WWF stuff. Do the worm. I bet Mae West could have been the worm. Dang it. You're going down.
1, 2 count.
You're not going down. No. Get off me. Ow, ow. I don't know how to do my special, so I just never do my special. That's alright. Who needs a special? They should have wrestlers who are like time traveling historical figures.
2 count.
Rope.
Rope. Everyone needs the history wrestling game. I just think there should be time traveling historical character wrestlers.
1, 2, 3. 3 count fall.
There's an idea in WWE for a time traveler guy with a German name. You guess what time he was going to be from? Now that would be a figure to bring. The ultimate heel, Hitler. My stick's bleeding already. I'm having a bad day. Sometimes the historical figures are very minor relevance. Yeah, you want to have extremely minor historical figures. I guess so. You got that public universal friend in the ring. Get them in there. Keep whacking this guy. You're going down. What are you doing? My God. There we go.
One, two,
No.
count.
Oh my God, I'm almost losing this one. I guess I got a bunch of other guys I could play. Maybe my character was bleeding already because the damage continues from one match to the other. Because I do have five. There are like 5 people in this group. Get on the ground.
Rope.
Anyway, I feel like most of the goofier stuff that I'm talking about that I think should be in wrestling is probably in wrestling right now, like on the independent circuit. I've seen some wacky stuff in independent wrestling. I think there's a lot of people who are like specifically inspired by Attitude Era stuff who are now doing independent wrestling. So that's in the same way that like most of the good stuff happening in video games are happening in the indie scene. Same thing is definitely true of wrestling. I should probably seek some of that stuff out.
One, two count. Rope.
Get on the ground.
1, 2, 3. 3 count fall.
He was a superhero wrestler at one point, but the joke was that he was a dork who just thought he was a superhero. One of the real-life superheroes. Hurricane. Yeah, the damage seems to carry over. That's the realism. That's the realism, baby. Ugh. Impressed with how good this game looks for N64. There's some good looking wrestling games in the N64. A lot of these I played have been pretty good. Like, you know, all the guns are going into the characters. So, like, they can put way more guns than they usually would. I do like the look of 5th gen 3D games. Not allowed in the crowd, no. Nope. If you want really goofy wrestling, use Mystery Wrestling. They do free shows on YouTube once a month. They have matches like Fall Count Somewhere and actual death match. Mystery Wrestling. I'll look it up. Thank you. Fab. You know what I forget about pretty frequently? Newgrounds Deathmatch. Every time I remember that, think about like how high quality the animation was. I looked up Newgrounds Deathmatch like last year. I was like, oh yeah, I remember the Newgrounds Deathmatch that Robert made. And I looked it up and I was like, my god. Why does this look this good? How much freaking work Robert put into this? Surprised at how well it held up. Yeah, it looks good. I mentioned this in the commentary in the we did for the Clay World series, but like watching through Clay World again, I was constantly reminded that, like, oh yeah, Robert's a really good animator. Robert's like I know the Clay World characters are pretty, you know, they're pretty simple looking, but there's some excellent animation in that series. Yuma, thank you for the $5. What if your character's special was to automatically lose? That'd be a good special. I think that could be funny. Be a good bit. We trained him wrong on purpose as a joke. You know, that sort of thing.
1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Count ball.
New World Order wins. I guess we're at the end of the stream here. I think this is the last wrestling game I have on the N64. But I guess my copy's also broken, so... I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do to restore this to functionality. If not, I'll try to get another copy. I had a good time playing it. May these wrestling streams never die. I suppose I could technically, even though I... One second. The EverDrive that I have, I think has all of the N64 releases on it. I can see what other ones are available. I got this to play some homebrew stuff, which I'm planning on doing at some point, but it was also helpful today when my cartridge didn't work. Wow, there was a bunch of WCW games on the N64. I had no idea. I don't think I have any other ones. I think I just had this one. WCW nWo Revenge, WCW Nitro, WCW Mayhem, WCW Backstage Assault. Yeah, I had no idea there were this many. Okay. Mayhem's not good. Gotta get Mayhem. Yeah, I played all of these. I don't like Backstage Assault as a name. No. No, it's not a good one. Play the Monster Truck WWF game. Was that on the N64? These are all the N64 games. No, dang it. GameCube, Xbox, PS2. It's possible I have that. I'll have to look it up. Oh yeah, Evangelion. Anyway, if anyone out there wants to play N64 games, it's a much better investment to get an EverDrive than to get a bunch of cartridges. So, like I have. Yeah, you can just load this up and just go through the list and just play everything. Or you can spend hundreds of dollars on cartridges. But I do plan on playing some homebrew stuff and what have you at some point. Alright, that'll be it for tonight. Special thanks to the FilmCow Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciate the support. Be back tomorrow. Continuing Eternal Ring on the PlayStation 2. Eternal Ring on the PS2. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's all. I'm gonna go eat something. Maybe a croissant. I know my birthday's coming up. Birthday's coming up soon. I don't plan on really doing a whole lot for it, but it's happening. Not a fan. Not a fan of my own birthday. Every once in a while, this is the year I'm not going to be depressed on my birthday. It never happens. You streaming on your birthday? Yeah, I stream every day. Every day, no matter what. Unless I'm too sick to stream. And no, I do not put my name in Birthday Machine. Yeah, it's the 7th. It's the 7th of February. And that's this month. Pizza Hut. Gotta get a Pizza Hut personal pan pizza. I probably am gonna order food, but it'll probably be a Thai curry. Probably get some curry. Yeah, well, I guess that's it. That will be all. Just have Pizza Hut delivered. I think. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. If I wanted to be annoyed, just get. Someone actually did attempt to prank me at some point. Like, someone found my address and tried sending, like, Chinese food here. But, like, pay on delivery Chinese food. This was a long time ago. I didn't react to it at the time because I understood immediately, like, what had happened. I understood what had happened. It just, like, this is years ago. Someone ordered Chinese food in my house. So there's a guy knocking at the door, like, Chinese delivery. Like, sorry, I didn't order anything. If it had been something I could eat, I would have just paid for it and accepted it, but it was not. Felt bad for the restaurant, but, you know, I had nothing to do with it. I received a triple treat box. See it more as a threat than a gift. That is a lot of calories to get in one box. What do they got in the modern triple treat box? Do they still sell that? They probably still sell that. Yeah, I guess not. I guess it was just a seasonal thing. 2 medium, 1 topping pizzas. Breadsticks. And what the heck is the dessert they put in here? Yeah, 2 medium, 1 topping pizzas, 5 breadsticks, 10 cinnamon sticks. That's a lot of sticks. At some point they had a big cookie in there, which I think was a better option. The cinnamon sticks with the breadsticks, that is just too many sticks. That's too many sticks. I wouldn't want breadsticks and also cinnamon sticks. It's one or the other. You're already getting a lot of bread with the pizza crust. Oh yeah, at some point they had the Cinnabon mini rolls. That's better than the cinnamon sticks. Yeah, look at this. It's just so much stuff you're getting. Triple treat box. I forget how much this costed. It's like $20. That's not too bad considering how much food you're getting. that's not too bad given the just amount of slop you're getting there. I gotta hand it to Pizza Hut on the price. Yeah, and it's something like 4,000 calories, 5,000 calories. yeah. It's a lot of calories. Just wish the food was a little better. Yeah, I wish Pizza Hut was better. It used to be better. Like, it was ever gourmet. But Pizza Hut did used to be better. They did have better pizza. They had better food back in the day. They did make a strategic choice at one point to have worse food to make more money. I don't actually think it's worked out for them. Pizza Hut's whole thing was that it was the slightly better pizza place. That gimmick doesn't work if you're the slightly worse pizza place. Yeah. I remember this. Back in 2014, Pizza Hut. It seemed like every year they were coming up with the most absurd changes to try to save their company. Can curried crust and balsamic drizzle help Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut, the nation's biggest pizza chain, is overhauling its brand. Pizza Hut will allow customers to design their own pies as they choose from such ingredients as curry-flavored crusts and sriracha sauce. Pizza Hut's Plano, Texas headquarters chief marketing officer Carrie Walsh shows off what looks like artisan pizza, a thin crust pie with bright green spinach and red Peruvian peppers, topped with a spiral swirl of balsamic. More than 24 new ingredients are featured on Pizza Hut's Flavor of Now menu. Customers will be able to choose flavors to brush onto crusts with names like Pretzel Piggy and Ginger Boom Boom. There are 4 drizzles and a skinny lineup for those seeking a lighter, healthier pie. There are now 2 billion ways you can customize your pizza, Walsh says. Customers want flavor adventure, Walsh says, so why not let them play mad scientist with each pie? This lasted like maybe 3 or 4 months. I remember this disappearing like almost instantly. This was like a big change they were trying to do, and it did not work. It turns out people go to Pizza Hut don't want like a nice balsamic vinaigrette drizzled on top of their pizza. This one's stuck out in my head because it was the funniest pivot for Pizza Hut to do. Yeah, here's what it would look like. So I want this nice balsamic swirl. 5 new premium toppings and 5 drizzles. Premium toppings include spinach and banana peppers. I don't think spinach is a premium pizza topping. I like spinach on pizza. I just don't think it's all that premium. It is a fairly common and noble green. Talk about Pizza Hut every week. I do talk about Pizza Hut a lot, yeah. Maybe if they one day unblock me on Twitter, I'll be free of this curse. We don't really have Pizza Hut in Canada. I don't think I mentioned that. It's here, just not prominent. Yeah, you're probably not missing much. Pizza Hut's not what it used to be. It's not what it once was. Let me show you something. Here's the reason people go to Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut was the restaurant that you would go to when it was like, all right, the family wants to go out for pizza. And they're going to spend a little bit more. It's a little bit more, but you're going to go to a restaurant. You're going to sit down at a table with a plaid covering, the big Pizza Hut lamps. You're going to have these wonderful red cups that that your soda's going to come out in. Your pizza's going to come out in this big hot pan. It's going to be sizzling in this pan right out of the oven. Pizza was like, it was a decent place to go to. It wasn't like it was a fancy restaurant or anything. It wasn't like it was, particularly extraordinary, but it's not what Pizza Hut is now. And of course there was the every Pizza Hut at the time, maybe not everyone, I think most of them. In Pizza Hut at the time, you would one option was you could get a buffet. They would just have these like hot pizzas out. You could just all you could eat pizzas at the buffet. See, if you went for lunch, you just get the buffet. Just go up, pick all sorts of pizzas. People loved the buffet. I think the buffet genuinely was like the biggest like PR win for Pizza Hut. It just enamored such positive feelings in people. I don't think there's really any company anymore who has any interest in their customers liking them. I don't know exactly when this switch happened. Because companies did actually at some point, like, you know, they were always soulless profit driven endeavors, but they did actually care that people liked them because that was how they made their money. Now they're like, you're gonna get slop and you're not gonna like it, but you're gonna keep coming back for that slop because everything's slop. You got no other choices. You hear me? There's nothing good anymore. Get out of here. Yeah. Well, rest in peace, Pizza Hut. Rest in peace, Pizza Hut. Yeah, this was Pizza Hut before. This is this is Pizza Hut now. Welcome to Pizza Hut. You want a cozy, inviting place to sit? No. If you really want to sit here, we'd rather you didn't, but if you really want to, we've got some uncomfortable chairs and some tables right in the corner here. Yeah. One more thing I want to show you before we go. There's McDonald's. McDonald's has these things. It's it's called the Play Place. This is a 90s play place. You know, it's a whole bunch of stuff for children to play in. It's 1994 Play Place. I've shown this on stream before, but they have designed a new play place. It is 2 iPads with games in a corner. Welcome to the play place, baby. Well, welcome. Look at the play place. Hey, you enjoyed all this fun stuff we had before? Well, we got games on the iPad now in the corner. Go to the corner. Look at the fun Happy Meal guy waving at you. Enjoy. I know I fairly regularly like rag on people who are like, oh, things were so much better when I was a kid. But I do actually genuinely think like chain restaurants have gotten much worse. chain restaurants, they've gotten way worse. I don't think that's a controversial opinion. I think it's pretty universal. McDonald's 10 minutes for me that still has a play place. It's pretty basic, but it's there. Yeah, I don't think that I think the plan is new restaurants have the new play place, and when old restaurants with the old play place, like when time comes where they need maintenance or whatever, they're going to be reformatted to the new system, the new iPad stuff. So you could still find the old play places, just like when Pizza Hut started transitioning. Like you could still find Pizza Huts with the red roof and all that. But you know, at some point they're all gone. Chili's still killing it though. I'll take your word for it. All right. That'll be it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great night, everyone. They did get rid of all the play equipment at my closest McDonald's and replaced it with a whole 4 iPads with chairs. Oh la la. 4 of them, my God. What a bounty. Have a great night, everyone. Great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all.